Welcome, students. Now we are going to discuss the seventh topic, that is wave optics. So, wave optics, that is the topic is mainly related to light and its properties. तो 11th स्टैंडर्ड में हमने ये टॉपिक पढ़ा है, उसकी कुछ प्रॉपर्टी भी स्टडी की है. तो चलिए थोड़ा वो प्रॉपर्टीज रिवाइज करते हैं. तो फर्स्ट, लाइट travels in straight line through the homogeneous medium. और जब एक मीडियम से दूसरे मीडियम में लाइट एंटर करता है तो जहां बाउंड्री होती है उस बाउंड्री पे या तो लाइट का रिफ्लेक्शन होता है या फिर रिफ्रैक्शन होता है. दोनों केसेस में लाइट की डायरेक्शन चेंज होती है. और अगर वो रिफ्लेक्शन है तो उसके लिए लॉज ऑफ रिफ्लेक्शन, और अगर वो रिफ्रैक्शन है तो देयर आर लॉज ऑफ रिफ्रैक्शन. ऐसे हमने दो बेसिक प्रॉपर्टीज देखी है. तो देखते हैं स्टेप बाय स्टेप. सी फर्स्ट वन, लाइट ट्रेवल्स इन ए स्ट्रेट लाइन while traveling through a uniform and homogeneous medium. The path of light is called as ray of light. Then when light incident at and interface with another medium, the ray of light gets reflected or refracted, changes its direction and moves along another straight line. Then laws of reflection, उसमें फर्स्ट, द इंसिडेंट रे, द रिफ्लेक्टेड रे एंड द नॉर्मल टू द बाउंड्री सरफेस एट द पॉइंट ऑफ इंसिडेंस ऑल lie in the same plane. That is first. Second, the angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. And third, the incident ray and reflected ray lie opposite to normal. ये हमने रिफ्लेक्शन के बारे में लॉज देखा है. सेम ऐसे ही लॉज ऑफ रिफ्रैक्शन है, उसमें भी तीन लॉज है जो दो इसमें से कॉमन ही है. फर्स्ट, दैट इज द इंसिडेंट रे एंड रिफ्लेक्टेड रे लाई अपोजिट टू नॉर्मल. सेकेंड, द इंसिडेंट रे, रिफ्रैक्टेड रे एंड नॉर्मल लाई इन द सेम प्लेन. तो ये दो पॉइंट तो सेम वही है, खाली अभी चेंज किसमें है, थर्ड. इसमें जो देखा था एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस इज इक्वल टू एंगल ऑफ रिफ्लेक्शन, लेकिन रिफ्रैक्शन में लाइट की डायरेक्शन चेंज होती है सेकेंड मीडियम में, तो उसमें एंगल इक्वल नहीं होता. द रिफ्रैक्शन ऑफ लाइट while traveling from medium 1 to medium 2, the angle of incidence I and the angle of refraction are related by n1 sin I is equals to n2 sin R. So n1 sin I is equals to n2 sin R. इस रिलेशन में n1 and n2, these are what? Absolute refractive index of medium 1 and medium 2 respectively. So that is n1 absolute refractive index of medium 1 and n2 absolute refractive index of medium 2. That is refractive index with respect to air. So these are the laws of refraction. उसके बाद हमने इमेज फॉर्म्ड बाय मिरर एंड लेंस ये भी देखा है. और उसके लिए कंडीशन, बेसिक कंडीशन क्या, द पोजीशन एंड नेचर ऑफ इमेज प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय लेंस और स्फेरिकल मिरर डिपेंड्स अपॉन द पोजीशन ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट एंड फोकल लेंथ ऑफ द मिरर और लेंस. उसके बाद नेक्स्ट पॉइंट जो है, दैट इज नेचर ऑफ लाइट. सो in nature of light we are going to discuss about two types, that is particle nature of light and wave nature of light. तो particle nature में जो फर्स्ट है, that is about Newton's corpuscular theory. See, The formation of shadows as well as images by mirrors and lenses can be understood by considering rectilinear motion of the light rays. Newton's corpuscular theory. Light is made up of tiny, that is very small particles called as corpuscles. These corpuscles are hard, elastic, and massless. When light strike any reflecting surface, they undergo, that means corpuscles undergo elastic collision and follow the laws of reflection. अभी जो हमने laws of reflection की रिवीजन की, so according to that the light rays behaves during refraction. It is the difference in the attractive force between the corpuscles and the particles of the medium. When light incident upon any surface of other medium, then there is force of attraction between corpuscles and particles of the medium. So depends upon that difference. According to Newton, the speed of light in a denser medium is higher than the speed of light in rarer medium. During refraction, it is the difference in the attractive force between the corpuscles and the particle of the medium that causes a change in the direction of corpuscles. A denser medium exerts larger force of attraction on the corpuscles. Hence, according to Newton, speed of light in a denser medium is greater than the speed of light in rarer medium, which contradicts the experimental observation. मतलब क्या, जो एक्सपेरिमेंट परफॉर्म की गई उसमें जो रिजल्ट मिला वो इस एजम्पशन से बिल्कुल अपोजिट था. मतलब क्या, स्पीड ऑफ लाइट इन डेंसर मीडियम वाज एक्चुअली फाउंड दैट इट इज लेस देन कंपेयर टू रेयर मीडियम. देन द corpuscles travel in straight line. The study of optical phenomena under the assumption that light travels in a straight line, that is ray, is called as ray optics or geometrical optics, because we generally use geometrical properties to get different images according to laws of that refraction, reflection, and then different images formed by lens and spherical mirrors. So in that we generally use geometry, so it is also called as geometrical optics. Okay students, now जो लास्ट पॉइंट रे ऑप्टिक्स का हमने डिस्क्रिप्शन देखा. तो लॉज ऑफ रिफ्लेक्शन, लॉज ऑफ रिफ्रैक्शन, फॉर्मेशन ऑफ इमेजेस, all these can be studied using ray optics. But उसके आगे जो डिफरेंट फिनोमिनन हमें स्टडी करना है, दैट इज इंटरफेरेंस, डिफ्रैक्शन. ये जो ऑप्टिक्स का ओके स्टूडेंट, रे ऑप्टिक्स के बाद अभी हम देखने वाले हैं वेव नेचर ऑफ लाइट. तो रे ऑप्टिक्स में हम क्या देख सकते थे, दैट इज लॉज ऑफ रिफ्लेक्शन, लॉज ऑफ रिफ्रैक्शन, फॉर्मेशन ऑफ इमेजेस यूजिंग ज्योमेट्रिकल कंस्ट्रक्शन. सो these properties can be studied in ray optics. But उसके आगे जो अदर प्रॉपर्टीज है, फॉर एग्जांपल इंटरफेरेंस, डिफ्रैक्शन और फोटो इलेक्ट्रिक इफेक्ट, ये जो ज्यादा आगे के प्रॉपर्टीज है उसके लिए इट वाज नॉट सफिशिएंट. तो ये जो इंटरफेरेंस, डिफ्रैक्शन, ये प्रॉपर्टी है, उसके ये प्रॉपर्टी स्टडी करने के लिए वी आर गोइंग टू यूज वेव नेचर ऑफ और वेव थ्योरी ऑफ लाइट. तो ये वेव थ्योरी जो है ये ह्यूजेंस ने प्रपोज की है। तो सी, Huygens assumed that light is a wave caused by vibrations of the particles of the medium. As light could also travel in vacuum, he assumed a hypothetical medium called as ether. तो उस वक्त इतना जो स्टडी था, that is, it was supposed that every wave required medium, and as Huygens considered that light is one type of medium which is arise due to vibrations of the particles of the medium, so light also need any type of medium. So but after certain limit, after certain distance from the earth surface, there is vacuum and light comes from that. So Huygens considered that there is hypothetical medium and he named as ether. Okay, so he assumed a hypothetical medium called as ether present everywhere, but actually there was no evidence to prove its existence. The properties of light like interference, diffraction, polarization could not be explained on the basis of corpuscular theory, and there is a need of wave theory of light. Huygens' wave theory could explain all these phenomena as well as it explains the laws of reflection, refraction, and also explain the formation of images by lens and mirrors. मतलब क्या, जो हमने रे ऑप्टिक्स में देखा, न्यूटन थ्योरी में देखा, वो तो प्रॉपर्टीज इसमें एक्सप्लेन होती है, और उसके साथ साथ इंटरफेरेंस, डिफ्रैक्शन, पोलराइजेशन, these properties also can be studied using Huygens wave theory of light. So thus, wave nature of light could explain all the visual effects exhibited by light, and the branch of optics which uses wave nature of light to explain the optical phenomena is called as wave optics. So in early 20th century, it was accepted that light has particle as well as wave. That means light has dual nature and under different conditions. So as a wave, when we consider light was, according to Maxwell, light is nothing but electromagnetic waves which doesn't require any material medium. So light is an electromagnetic waves. These waves are transverse in nature, जो कि हमने वेव में बेसिक टाइप्स में ट्रांसवर्स वेव्स एंड लॉन्गिट्यूडनल वेव्स, ये दो टाइप्स देखे हैं. सो दैट electromagnetic light is electromagnetic waves and it is transverse in nature and consists of tiny oscillating electric and magnetic field. It involves electric and magnetic field both, and it is oscillating. Again, they are perpendicular to each other. Electric and magnetic field, they are perpendicular to each other, and also it is perpendicular to the direction of propagation of wave. So consist of tiny oscillating electric and magnetic fields which vibrate perpendicular to each other and also to the direction of propagation of wave. These waves do not require any material medium for propagation and can travel through vacuum. The speed of light depends upon the refractive index of the medium, denoted as eta, which in turn depends upon permeability and permittivity of the medium. The refractive index of vacuum is 1 and that of air is approximately 1. Electromagnets can have wavelengths range from very small, that is 10 raised to minus 15, to very large than kilometer. They can be classified as gamma rays, X-rays, ultraviolet rays, visible light, infrared, microwaves, and radio waves. Visible light ranges from, मतलब उसका जो वेवलेंथ है, वेवलेंथ ऑफ विजिबल लाइट रेंज फ्रॉम 400 to 700 nanometer. White light is a mixture of waves of different wavelengths. The refractive index of medium depends upon the wavelength used. Because of this, for same angle of incidence, the angle of refraction is different for different colors. जैसे कि हम प्रिज्म में देखा है, अगर इसमें व्हाइट लाइट इंसिडेंट हो गया तो क्या होता है, जब वो अदर फेस साइड से इमर्ज होता है, सो वी गेट डिफरेंट 7 कलर्स एंड देयर इज डिफरेंट एंगल फॉर ईच कलर. So that means because of this, for same angle of incidence, angle of refraction is different for different colors. Okay, student, now we are going to discuss primary and the secondary source of light and wavefront. जो लाइट हम यूज करते हैं, the light that we get, that is because of any source. For example, we get light from sun, we get light from moon, we get light from bulbs, we get light from tube lights. So all these are the sources of light. Now we will classify that sources in two types. So one is primary source and other is secondary source of light. अब ये प्राइमरी सोर्स मतलब क्या है, तो जो लाइट ओरिजिनेट्स फ्रॉम द ऑब्जेक्ट itself because of different reasons. For example, we get light from sun because of its high temperature. We get light from tube light because of electric current flowing through the conductor. We get light from crackers that we use at the time of Diwali, etc. So firecrackers. So that is also one source that will get light from it. So these are the different sources of lights. So one is basically the primary source and other is secondary source of light. अभी प्राइमरी मतलब क्या, जो sources emit light because of their own, due to high temperature, passing through electric current, or just like firecrackers, which is basically chemical reaction. So these are called as the primary source of light. Second, that is secondary source of light. So these sources do not have their own source of light, but they get light from primary source and then they either reflect the light or scatter light in all direction, and then we get light from it. So that is called as secondary source of light. So for example, moon doesn't have its own source of light. So moon gets light from sun and it reflects or scatter the light in all direction, and we get light from the moon. So moon becomes secondary source of light. So चलिए देखते हैं once again. First, the primary source are the sources which emit light of their own because of, first, high temperature like sun. Second, the effect of current being passed through them like tube light. And third, chemical or nuclear reactions that we discussed. We took example of firecrackers. Then secondary source, these are the sources which do not produce light of their own but receives light from other source and either reflect or scatter it around. For example, moon receives light from the sun and it is reflected or scattered and we get light from moon. Next, that is wavefront. तो wavefront क्या है, जस्ट फर्स्ट एक एग्जांपल डिस्कस करते. साइलेंट वाटर सरफेस पे अगर स्टोन ड्रॉप किया तो क्या होता है, रिपल्स तैयार होते हैं। तो वो जो रिपल्स है, वी सी दैट the ripples are in circular form and the ripples are going away from the source, that the point where the stone touches the water. So we will call that point as a source. और जो ripples है वो circular shape में moves away from the source. अगर आप ध्यान से देखोगे तो जो एक पर्टिकुलर सर्कल आप सिलेक्ट करोगे तो उसमें क्या होगा, सेंटर से सभी पार्टिकल्स का डिस्टेंस सेम रहेगा, और या तो रिपल्स वाटर पार्टिकल्स ऊपर रहेंगे या नीचे जाएंगे। तो हमने लास्ट ईयर बेसिक टाइप्स ऑफ वेव्स में देखा है द ट्रांसवर्स वेव। जो कॉन्वेक्स पार्ट होता है उसको बोलते हैं हम क्रेस्ट, और जो कॉन्केव पार्ट होता है उसको बोलते हैं हम ट्रफ। सो व्हेन स्टोन इज ड्रॉप्ड इन वाटर, the ripples are created and water particles moves away from the source in perpendicular direction in the shape of crest and trough. So generally you can say that transverse waves. So these waves, out of that, if you select any circle, so from source all the particles are at same distance, and either all the particles are in the state of crest or in state of trough. That means either they are in upward direction or in lower direction. That means they are at the same distance and they have same velocity. These are conditions are called as they have in a same phase. तो ये जो पूरे particles है which are in same phase, that particles, all the particles is called as wave front. इसी को हम क्या बोलते हैं, वेव फ्रंट। तो चलिए देखते हैं, व्हेन ए स्टोन इज ड्रॉप्ड इन वाटर, surface waves commonly known as ripples are generated which travel outward from the source, say as O, where stone touches the water. Water particles along the path of the wave move up and down perpendicular to the water surface. The phase of the wave at a point is defined by the state of motion of the particle at that point as well as the distance of the point from the source. So, by phase is defined by two conditions: by the state of motion of the particles at that point as well as the distance of the point from the source. Two particles are in a same phase means they have same velocity and displacement perpendicular to water surface. So the locus of all the points having the same phase at a given instant of time is called as wavefront. Thus wavefront is the locus of all the points where waves starting simultaneously from the source reach at a given instant of time. That is called as wavefront. So now types of wavefront. See, water waves travel along the surface of water. Hence, water waves are two-dimensional. So, when we drop stone in the water, water waves that ripples move along the surface of the water, that is in plane. So, the diagrams which are in plane, we generally say as two-dimensional. So, water waves are two-dimensional. But the waves like sound waves or light waves, they travel in all direction in space, which is called as three-dimensional. So, the waves like sound waves or light waves travel in all directions away from the source and propagate in three dimensions. These types of waves are called as spherical waves. In these cases, the wavefronts are surfaces passing through all points having the same distance from the source and having same phase. Thus, they are spheres centers on the source. That means they are different spheres with different radii, but they have same center. Just like you can say different spheres are taken and cross section is nothing but this diagram. So center is same and there are different circles. So these rays are nothing but direction of waves, and these circles are nothing but spherical wavefronts. So spherical wavefronts corresponding to diverging beam, source is at the center, so lights spread in all the direction, hence the beams are in the form of diverging rays. Second one we have shown as plane wavefront. So plane wavefront corresponding to parallel beam of lights. The here beams are not diverging or converging, they are parallel to each other, so it becomes plane wavefront. Similarly, we can obtain spherical wavefront corresponding to converging beam of light using lens. अगर हमने lens use किया, for example, suppose this is the convex lens and parallel beam is coming from left side, then after passing through this lens, what will happen? We get converging beam in particular point because of this lens. So we can obtain spherical wavefront corresponding to converging beam of light using such type of lens. Now, when spherical wavefront travels a large distance away from the source, it appears to be plane surface with the direction of propagation perpendicular to it. In such a case, the wave is called as plane wave and the wavefront is called as plane wavefront. जैसे कि for example, अभी समझो यहाँ point source है, so when you consider smaller distance, it becomes spherical wavefront because the beams are diverging away from each other as the distance is small. But when there is source which is at large distance and we consider the wavefront, then the rays are or beams are considered as parallel beams. Generally हम जब डायग्राम निकालते हैं लाइट से रिलेटेड लेंस से, तो ये ऐसे लेंस कंसिडर करते हैं और यहाँ जो बीम ऑफ लाइट दिखाते हैं इट इज जनरली पैरेलल. So parallel lines it is. So parallel lines is nothing but plane wavefront. So same is here. It appears to be plane surface with the direction of propagation perpendicular to it. In such a case, the wave is called as plane wave and the wavefront is called as plane wavefront. For example, a wavefront obtained from sun on the earth surface is considered as plane wavefront. If the source of light is linear, then the wavefront obtained is called as cylindrical wavefront. जैसे कि फॉर एग्जांपल ट्यूबलाइट, सपोज दिस इज ट्यूबलाइट, तो इसी से लाइट जो इमिट हो जाएगी तो इसी साइड को हो जाएगी, लेकिन ऊपर और नीचे इस साइड को नहीं हो जाएगी, तो दिस बिकम्स सिलिंड्रिकल शेप. Hence, the wavefront obtained from tube light, it is called as cylindrical wavefront. So, for example, wavefront obtained from a tube light is cylindrical wavefront. So, these are the types of wavefront. See once again, the first one, when the point source is near or a distance between the wavefront and source is small, finite, then the wavefront is spherical wavefront. When the source of light is at infinity, just like sun, then the wavefront obtained is called as plane wavefront. And if the source of light is linear, that is like tube light, then the wavefront obtained is called as cylindrical wavefront. So these are the three types of wavefront. Now we will next study the Huygens principle in next point.